I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God had it.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 63 yards. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That pass is into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you give them the chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Second down, here's an option right. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taken from just outside the 30. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. To try again after the sack. Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of the game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3 and
have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'll try to do better here. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Ravens had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one down here to 45-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Devin Duvernay came into the NFL with the reputation of being a playmaker, and he lived up to it in 2021. All-pro return man, led the league in punt return average. Baltimore wants to get that explosiveness more involved in their offense, and here it nets them a first down.
To throw again is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
You know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready up. Blue striker. Field flat. Cut.
Tua, the final shot before half. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Gets that one incomplete there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making...
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And some room to run now. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Tua now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. On play action. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. A credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Second and 8 coming up. Throwing is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it, In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Oh, what a catch by Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8, and the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go now. You, yellow.
Tua on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Dolphins 17.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tam.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 42. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Right back to Dobbins on first. They find some open field here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. on the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On second down, a run with Dobbins. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Ravens, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they will fall to 1-1, and they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murdered my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help me get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping whenever I'm in your town. The Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. It's Tito, she a pack. Finna, guarantee though. Move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reasonite, a.k.a. Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health. You ain't stepping 505, you can't come.
Al final he encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No ain't not yet, que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, People the blank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want to move it in the machine out. Jewelry be called like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid, ayy. Y'all heard know I'm coming. I don't want to clarify. Keep up. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm by that. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sit that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be, don't got a whip and rag on no petty. Lips, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. I'm thinking like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When you we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm by that. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hiding in shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they texting calls. Just run me that. Making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you they taking none. You bragging on past, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. When I get that daily paper, stop playing on me.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone.